According to reports, the New York Giants have agreed to terms pending a physical with outside linebacker and edge rusher Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson was originally a 2017 second-round pick of the Washington football team, 49th overall. He's compiled some nice little numbers over the course of his 4-year career. 6 career sacks, 15 quarterback hits, 7 tackles for loss, 5 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. 4 of those career sacks came back in 2019 when he played in all 16 games for Washington and had 4 sacks. So what's held him back since he's been drafted? Quite frankly, it's the fact Washington has just thrown out so many good edge rushers, it's been hard for him to find his way onto the field. Ryan Kerrigan, Preston Smith, then last year Chase Young. Montez Sweat was a first-round draft pick in 2019. So those guys have limited his snaps and his opportunities. When he has gotten on the field, he's done a pretty nice job. 23 total pressures in those years. Pretty good guy at setting the edge in the running game. So he's another one of these edge rushers that can help the Giants try to get pressure on the quarterback off the edge. Earlier in this offseason, the Giants did re-sign Leonard Williams to a long-term contract. He could apply that pass pressure from inside along with Dexter Lawrence. And now outside, they have Afadi Odenigbo, who was added from the Minnesota Vikings. He joins Ryan Anderson outside. You have the incumbent players at edge rusher and Lorenzo Carter, who's coming off that Achilles injury. You'll see how healthy he is. And then you have O'Shane Ximines, who ended the season on IR. He had that shoulder injury. So those 4 guys together will hope to provide some consistent pressure off the edge to complement that pass pressure coming from inside the pocket, pushing the quarterback back. And of course, the width of the pocket is controlled by those edge rushers. But the Giants will have other opportunities to help too. This draft class has a lot of edge rushers that are potential first-round or even second-round picks. These guys all have different characteristics. Some might consider them boom or bust. They either have really good production, but maybe not the best physical traits. Some guys have great physical traits. The production may be not there. Let's go through some of the big names very quickly. 2 Miami teammates. Gregory Rousseau, 15.5 sacks, sat out 2020. Those sacks came in 2019. His teammate, Jalen Phillips, 1 really good year of production in 2020. He also has a history of concussion, something to keep an eye on. You have Azeez Ojulari out of Georgia, 8.5 sacks last year. He has the great ability to use his hands and to bend that edge with that dip and rip move to get to the quarterback. Jason Oweh out of Penn State. He's somebody that some scouts think could run a sub-4.4 40-yard dash as an edge rusher. That's sick. Unfortunately, all those traits and athleticism, he tallied 0 sacks for Penn State in 2020, though he did get a lot of quarterback pressures, quarterback hits, things like that. Finally, you have Kwity Paye. He only played in a handful of games for Michigan in 2020, but he is going to test off the charts when Michigan has their pro day. He's one of the best athletes in college football. He has all the traits you're looking for, but again, not necessarily the production. He could be a top 15 pick in this year's draft. So the Giants will once again try to put together a number of players to try to generate some pressure off the edge. It worked last year. They'll try to do it again in 2021. I'm John Schmeelk. Thanks for being with us.